And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it. And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. I'm a comma and a comma and a comma. Gotta get it. Comma and a comma. Gotta get it.
Welcome back, Trove. We back, and we got a new look on some meat potatoes just for you.
Eachly Badish pierogies.
Hey, there you go, baby. You got me with that one, but I'm ready to get to this. But before we do, I need you to do something for me.
What's that?
Give this video a thumbs up.
Ow.
Go ahead and comment below, baby. And don't forget to share it out. Share it out. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Let's pray.
Heavenly Father, thank you for this meal we're about to receive. Please keep our faith strong and bless our friends, family, and loved ones. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. All right, guys, I'm going to get straight into it. We basically got meat and potatoes, baby. But we got pierogies. Pierogies, if you don't know what they are pastry stuffed with potatoes and other goodies. And we got a variety of them on here. I'll show you overhead as I tell you, but we do have Mrs. T's pierogies, which are the loaded potato pierogies, and they have bacon, cheddar, sour cream, all that in the inside with some potatoes, like I said.
Loaded potatoes.
Loaded potatoes. Mm-hmm. Then we also have Monterey Jack and jalapeno ones. And then we got classic cheddar and onion one. And there are 3 different makers, and one of them we haven't tried yet. Other than that, I'm ready to dig in.
So we're pretty much paying a pierogi roulette with these pierogies over red peppers, green peppers, onions, and sausage.
And this is a dooley sausage, so it's a little spicy.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what it was.
I know which one you have.
Oh, yeah, these are probably the jalapenos because they look a little fancier than
You know, but yeah, plus those was busting wide open, baby. Ooh, you hear them?
I do.
Get your bite. Just a little dip, baby, dip.
King.
You know, I took the whole big bite.
Well, I can definitely taste. It was like jalapeno and Monterey Jack.
I know you can taste the difference in that stuff. I can't. Like I be having to. You would get me a lot of taste tests. There's some more for you, dear.
Thanks.
Never have enough.
Never have enough.
Well, man, so my baby got napkins, y'all.
My man keep me stacked and laced in napkins. What about yours?
And this is Miss Shan's first time on the channel eating pierogies with me. I've had them before, and I still kind of made them the same way that I normally make them, with a light fry, and then I just made the stuff separate. You can do it so many different ways. This is one of those new ones. I'm going to try it just like it is. I said just a whole bunch of nice potato in there. I guess I can taste the different cheese in that cheddar one over there.
Yeah, it tastes a little different, huh?
Now I'm going to pop it up like a pocket and stuff it. Yeah. If you guys never had this, it's a very simple meal to make. Hint that I made it, so you know it can't be too hard. Give me a nice little jalapeno in there.
Oh, you're right. Pierogi pocket.
You know what I'm saying? Pierogi pocket. Just bust it and stuff it.
Maybe make me make that sound.
Go for it, baby. I just got water on the side, guys.
Dip mine. That's good.
Well, I know I haven't. I know it's been a couple days since I actually filmed a video and put it out. If you're not somebody that normally watches my lives, I did do a couple lives over the weekend. Make sure you go back and check them. What you about to say, dear?
No, I was asking you what you would want him to do.
So this one, everything came out, so I'm just going to have to stuff it. No, I'm not even going to waste my time. Ain't no potato in there. So what you do? Just bite a
Well,
little bit.
you don't give the pierogies with a little bit of stuff, no stuffing in there a chance.
Mm-mm.
You don't like the fat stuffs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what you do, guys. You bite off the tip, and then you just put it in,
there.
put it right on in there.
It is good though, like that.
Yeah. So you see what I'm saying? Now it's a stuffed pierogi right there, and with that sour cream. That's the real stuffed one. That's how they should make them.
Mm-hmm. It really is.
What kind of pastry dough would you say these are?
It's just like a regular dough. I wouldn't say it's like a pie dough.
Mm.
And it's not pastry like sweet pastry, you know. It's just like a crescent roll almost type.
Mm.
Not even crescent
A
roll.
little thinner, because they're kind of thin.
Mm-hmm.
Except when they fold that, I don't know, they're kind of thin, because they be.
Maybe like phyllo dough or something.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
I would love to make these, and then, like you say, stuff them with what we want.
Mm-hmm. I'm drinking Welch's strawberry kiwi.
Mm-hmm.
It's very good. So the other one, yeah, these Mrs. T's, I like those too.
Mm-hmm.
Bite the tip. Give it a slit.
And Miss T's got a lot of room. She got a lot of
Well, you know,
space for you to stuff.
if you don't know, Miss T
Yeah, see how big that is?
is the pierogi queen.
Mm-hmm. You know me, I like to give me a nice thumbnail with a bite on it. Let me see what I can do for them.
Excuse me.
Somebody's belly was a little hungry.
No, it's
I
just
feel like I'm gonna go real
happy.
playing with our food building. Hey, come there. Awesome. Now I'm gonna take all that off so I can stuff it again.
So you just like the fake like perpetrator to be like, I ain't got no pants on underneath the table.
I mean, usually I don't. Why are you telling the secrets, dear? You know? Putting 2 sausages in there. Oh, this is it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know why we've never done that before. Well,
No, yeah.
you just needed my assistance.
Mm-hmm.
My presence to bring out the greatness in you.
Mm-hmm. It's just the potato filling in there that's good.
Oh, my loaded potato. So like you said, it's got sour cream, cheese, chives. It's like a loaded baked potato. That's how the potato.
But Mr. T's, if you're trying to do like this, you definitely if they're bigger. You know, if you don't overcook them, it's a lot of potato in there. But if you overcook them, then the potato obviously seeps out or dries up or something in there. I don't know. It just if you overcook it, you know.
But if you don't know, like you said, it's just like a little pocket of mashed potatoes. Little crispy potatoes. Crispy potato pocket.
This goes along because this is another dish that got popular in the late 40s and really popular in the 50s, which we're still in our 50s kitchen. So we still have 50 talk for y'all.
Well, first, how you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. We always send you positive vibes, blessings, and love. It is the month of October. I don't think you have yours on though.
Well, I'm going to be right back.
Oh,
See, I got mine there.
so yes, it's October. He had to go get his, but he's got it. That's all that matters. So we'll also be recognizing the month of October for breast cancer awareness, which is always recognize that and help when you can support the cause.
Definitely.
Well, don't give him free talk. Hold on.
Support it all year round.
Yeah. Support cancer research in general, you know. We want to find a cure, definitely, because so many of our loved ones are losing the battle to cancer, and that's not what we want to see. Okay. Well,
I'm still stuffing, man.
That one was on the bottom, so it was like
Covered in ivory.
juicified a little bit.
Mm-hmm. That
It was
was.
real. It was like softer than the rest of them, but it was still.
Yeah, I didn't ate these with like all type of stuff, like the green verde sauce, red sauce, barbecue sauce, pretty much everything.
All right, there, Bubba Pierogi.
You can fry it, boil it, saute it, bake it, sear it.
I love pierogies.
I found out today you can grill them, barbecue them, air fry them.
Lemon. When you said the recipe for lemon or something.
Oh yeah, lemon herb or something, potatoes.
Lemon herb, potatoes, tomatoes. Okay. So, I was just saying we're gonna talk about 50s. What would the 50s be? Like, I love the 50s. Something like that.
Sure.
But anyways, that was supposed to be a play on like, the song. Hey there, lonely girl. Okay, but I think that was the 60s, maybe. I don't know. I was watching the Music Choice the other day, and it happened to be on like the 60s, so I might have to do the 60s because I was just hearing all these songs. I'm like, oh yeah, that was the 60s time. But we're here for the 50s. So today's 50s topic is going to be about 50s music and some of the top, because there was a lot, but some of the top artists of the 50s. Okay? Excuse me. So I have 5 artists on my paper here, and 3 of their top 50s hits, pretty much. Or some of their top songs during the 50s, okay? So the first one we're going to pick, of course, and some of these you might know, and some of these you might not know. First one I think you know.
Probably won't know.
Which is, of course, we'll start with the big guy, Elvis Presley.
Okay.
Of course, Elvis Presley was popular in the 50s and throughout all the way into the, when did he die? Like the 80s maybe or something, I think he passed away.
Don't get me know, but yeah.
But yeah. But anyways, we all know Elvis Presley. So some of his top 50 songs were All Shook Up. Do you remember that song?
Sure.
I'm all shook up. Hey, I'm all shook up. Remember that song? You do?
No.
I was about to
You know
say.
I know.
Let's say you're starting off on a good track. Okay, 0 for 1. The next one was, I should have had the year too that these songs came out. I'm sorry, but I don't. But they were 50s. I did research them. Next one. Or maybe I'll just hum it and see if you can realize what it is. Okay?
I ain't gonna know the name of it. What? I'm just a honky dog man. Jack dog. Hound dog, yeah.
Yeah.
You told me, didn't you?
Well, I had to sing a little bit because
You had some of the dog.
the
I'm over there, junkyard dog. I'm just
That's
atomic dog.
right. That's nasty dog. Dirty dog.
That's 70s. That's P-Funk.
Yeah, that's George Clinton. I doubt he knew Elvis Presley. He might have knew Elvis Presley. Who knows? George Clinton might have.
Pretty sure George Clinton was doing stuff in the 50s. When he born in like the 50s.
Yeah. And then another one that he had was Jailhouse Rock. Remember that? Like, we're dancing to the Jailhouse Rock. Yeah.
I remember that.
Okay, cool. So we got 2 out of 3. Because you wasn't sure of All Shook Up, but you knew Hound Dog and Jailhouse Rock. So those were some of the 50 songs that they were listening to from Elvis.
Oh.
All right, you ready now, huh? And some of these I'm trying to remember because I listened to the song and I was trying to mentally remember because some of these I didn't know, but I was trying to figure them out. So the next one, let's do
Stuff it gets slippery.
is Ray Charles. You know, good old Ray Charles, right?
Sure.
Do you really not know him?
I know Ray Charles.
I don't know. You give me that sure. Like I say, put in the comments if you think when he says sure, if that's a sarcastic sure, or if you really feel
Come on
like
now, you know I know who Ray
he's
Charles
coming with
is.
me. But you give me that sarcastic stuff, like sure,
You know I know Ray Charles.
sure. Okay.
And
so
not just because I saw Jamie Foxx play him.
Okay, well, give me a little excitement. He's one of our top performers in history. Okay, can I give him more excitement for Ray Charles?
I was smart. I'm just eating.
That's what it always is. You always just eat.
That's what I do. I
Can't
eat,
give
baby.
everybody no attention because I'm eating.
Nah, I love me some Ray Charles, man. Come on, man.
So, anyways, Ray Charles, we got. Let me see. I'm trying to remember because, like I said, some of these I didn't know. I wrote these down a while ago. What I say? Tell me what I say. Tell me what I say. Or let me know right now.
Yeah, man.
We're not. Yeah.
That's when he had that good hit that day. It was like, ah. Okay. You know what I mean, though. Hey.
Drugs are bad, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Drugs are bad.
Never said it was good.
Well, I'm just saying don't emulate anything that Big Billy Bob does.
Oh, yeah, I don't do none of that. Go ahead, though, dear. Oh, you eating now. Always eating. Always eating.
I can mug right now.
Hey, guys, this is a good time to tell y'all I do have mugs and coffee mugs on hand. And there's a new link down below. So there's 2 store links, but one of them in the description box is labeled strictly for the coffee mugs and the beer mugs. And there are some on the other site, but these are cheaper and they're coming from me, so they'll get shipped out a lot quicker to you. All right, back
Another
to our...
one was, I got a woman way over town.
Oh, yeah.
What was that one?
Wasn't that the name of this? Oh, yeah. I mean, I know how the song goes. I'm like, wasn't that the title? Shoot. I remember that. Because, like, Ray was the man, though, because Ray had excitement and he brought it. You know what I mean? However he brought it, Ray bought it.
For somebody that had an impairment, he brought it like no other.
Yeah.
Like 10 times better than somebody who could see.
Oh, yeah, I definitely believe that he couldn't see.
That didn't stop him, no.
The rumor about old Stevie, I don't know, but
yeah, that didn't stop Ray for still trying to be great and do what people probably told him that he can never do.
Ray, that's funny though, because I was just watching something earlier, and the dude was filling on the lady's face, blindfold, filling the lady's face. It's funny, I was just watching this a little while ago, and he was like, "Oh yeah, she fine, she fine." She was not. But they say good old Ray Charles could feel the risk and say, "Oh yeah."
I'll take her.
You had your meat and potatoes, baby.
What was another one? I have one called Mess Around. What was the Mess Around? You guys remember Mess Around? I can't remember how it goes at the moment. Mess Around had a dance I put on here. And it was like, we're doing a mess around. We're doing a mess around or something like, you know.
That's the mashed potato, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's not how me thinking of. Don't expect me to be doing no dance. Was that a twist? I thought that was the mashed potato.
The mashed potatoes more with your feet. You know, you was like, mashed potato. You were like doing all the fancy footwork. You know?
I thought the mashed potato and twist was dang near the same thing. I mean, y'all know how to do the mashed potato.
Twist is all in the hips, baby. Twist is all in the hips.
Man, that's when your feet is there. You really just pivoting your feet and working your hips.
That's like that one dance you seen on TikTok where dudes be gliding. They like do this step thing where they be like step, and they be doing like this in a circle, and they just look like they gliding without touching the floor. You ever seen that?
Maybe.
I'll have to show it to you. It's pretty cool. I forget what it's called. There's a couple people that do it.
It's something new they doing?
I've been doing it for a while. This is like just a special dance, almost like moonwalking, but you're doing it in a circle.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen some stuff like that recently.
All right, so that was Mr. Good Old Ray Charles. So we got Elvis. These are all people that, you know, like I say, they're in their prime.
Icons.
Yeah. Next one we had is Chuck Berry.
Yeah, you'll get me on that one.
Yeah, now Mr. Chuck Berry, I will say that for him, he had a lot of hits that were in movies. Like I would say like a lot of like big time movies they would use as songs. Like for instance, I think Home Alone used a lot of his songs. For like one of his songs was Run Run Rudolph. Which was Run Run Rudolph, surely gonna be tonight. and that's like when they're running through the airport. Remember, and Kevin's getting lost or something. They're all trying to go and hurry up for the flight, and they're all running, and Kevin gets lost because he has to stop and mess with his Walkman and stuff, and then he follows the wrong dad to get on the plane, and that's how it all starts. But yeah, so Run Run Rudolph. He also did Johnny Be Good.
Johnny Be Good. I remember that one.
Y'all heard that one. And he also did a song called Maybelline, which was like, oh, Maybelline, why you treat me so?
I thought that was like a feminine product or something. Maybe.
That's cosmetics, yeah. Maybelline cosmetics.
Oh, see?
But see, and back then too, you know, we had guys singing.
What?
We had guys singing songs about their women that they love, you know, or had something for.
If I could sing,
I
would sing for you all the time, baby.
God.
You don't like the way I sound when I sing.
Hats everywhere lined up.
Yeah, they like me. Yeah,
the ambulance would be there because they'd be like, is someone in pain?
That's because what my song gonna be doing
like,
to you
first
after.
Off, they pull up to the crib, a bunch of cats sitting around. Then they pull up to the crib, and they hear.
They gonna smell incense burning.
They hear what.
They gonna see the emphasis, the light on.
They hear what sounds like agonizing pain. And then they say, okay, it's time for us to go.
Well, what year was the horror story that you just had me watch based in? 70s, 60s, or 50s?
I don't say I was.
When was Marilyn Monroe? 50s, 60s?
50s and 60s.
Yeah, it was 50s because JFK got assassinated in 68 or something.
So that's the 60s. The 60s. So that was Chuck Berry. I would say he was, you know, Chuck Berry played the guitar too, so he was really good. Like rock and roll back then was like you played an instrument, you know? Like Elvis played his guitar, Ray played the piano, Chuck Berry played his guitar.
They don't play instruments still today? Makes it like they don't play them today or something.
Well, Elvis Presley's dead.
I said the rock and rollers.
It's like you don't really get that too much. Rock and roll, yeah, because they're still made on a band. You know, where you got a drummer, you have a guitarist, you have a singer.
Did Kid Rock play guitar?
I think he played a little bit guitar.
Okay, just randomness.
All right,
Rock this way.
Next
and then one of his
one.
songs. See, I know stuff.
No, that was like Run DMC.
Oh, no. Okay.
Kid Rock had he had that one song where he was like telling everybody to do stuff. And it was like he was like, I walked to the store to get some tea. He did that part one time.
That's sad. I can't even think of a Chris Rock song. I mean, Kid Rock, not Chris Rock. Anyway, I'm getting distracted here.
Yeah, I'm getting distracted too. Anyway, and I was like I said, I was supposed to be remembering these 50 songs, and I forgot them. So another one is Buddy Holly. You don't know him, do you?
I know the song probably when you sing it, but...
Well, you know, of course...
I'm sorry, people. I didn't really listen to that.
Who was it?
It played, but I didn't
too,
listen.
I'm like all over the place, but I think it was either Green Day or Weezer. I'm showing my age. They had a song that was like, I look just like Buddy Holly. And you're married Tyler Moore. You remember that song? That was back in my high school days when I was
clearly we went to two different types of high schools.
I would say the people at my high school listened to stuff like that, like Green Day and Nirvana and stuff. But anyway, so Buddy Holly was one of his songs was called Peggy Sue. So another song about a woman that he loved.
Peggy Sue.
Peggy Sue. Peggy.
I remember the song. Don't ask me how to quote it, but I do remember.
And it also had a movie with Kathleen Turner called Peggy Sue Got Married, where she went to like a class reunion and she bumped her head and it took her all the way back to like the 50s, like when she was in high school for real. So she relived like her whole life and as a teenager through her fall or whatever. That was actually a good movie. It was Kathleen Turner and somebody else. Put in the comments, guys, if you remember. I can't remember offhand. Kathleen Turner and whoever played her boyfriend. But yes, Peggy Sue Got Married. And Buddy Holly was pretty famous. Like, he was a famous almost as famous as Elvis Presley, you know? He was a famous musician back then. Everyone wanted to work with Buddy Holly. Then we had That'll Be the Day, which was That'll Be the Day that I die. Oh, that'll be the day. Be the day. Remember that song?
No. That one, no.
Well, that was it. And unfortunately, I believe Buddy Holly died in a plane crash. So it was kind of eerie. It's always
Probably
eerie.
was a conspiracy.
Yeah, it's always. Yeah, they do say it was something. It's got a whole story behind it.
I always think when these popular musicians had that, there's always something.
But yeah, it was a circumstance.
They didn't want to pay him their albums.
I
or
think
something
with
else.
his, like, he left on a snowy night and he wasn't supposed to or something, you know, and the plane went down. I want to say it had some other people on it, like some other stars or something. I forget. It's a story to that, like a whole bunch of, maybe like 2 other guys. Yeah, the La Bamba guy, Buddy Holly, I think, and somebody else were on a plane and it crashed. Don't come for me if I'm wrong, but you guys know what story I'm trying to say.
Once again, fact checkers. If you made this far in the video, help us out. I love your feedback.
We're trying to give you guys a little information, but if you got to give us some, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hey, we're here to help each other.
Right.
That's how you make the world a better place. You
Say
gotta
it
help each
again.
other.
Say it again, my brother. Say it again. That was some real talk.
See, my
right
shirt
there.
even says world.
Okay, so we have that,
Where that pepper's out.
and another one was called Every Day. I can't remember how it goes offhand, but I would say like a lot of Buddy Holly songs kind of, you could always tell it was a Buddy Holly song.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure those are songs I definitely couldn't play in the video.
Well,
you know?
no, probably not.
Like some of
Hopefully,
the,
just me even seeing a little spit.
Nah, you'd be alright on that. But I'm saying, like, some of them songs, you never know. Like, I do it if it's just gonna get me a copyright. But some of them be blocked. Like, you can't even play it worldwide. It's blocked everywhere, you know?
Yeah.
And it'd be them random songs. But I think any of them 50 songs, and I would imagine playing Elvis or Ray Charles or any of them. They're like,
I had a little bit of explosion in my mouth.
On that note,
Right.
let me get another piece of sausage for her.
Okay, we got one more guy. And
Come on with the camera, dude.
I kind of changed, saved the best one for last, kind of, because you should know who
Better
it
than
is.
Elvis?
Yeah, you should know who it is. You know who Little Richard is.
Bop, doodly, bop, 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 bam.
Wow.
Ooh.
So cool.
Ooh.
One of his songs was Tutti Frutti, which you were singing right there. A wop bop a loo bop a wop bamboo.
Yeah.
Tutti Frutti, all Rudy.
Ooh.
You know that one, don't you?
Yeah.
So Tutti Frutti, and then we have another song. This is a theme, like I said. He had a song called Lucille.
Oh, well, I mean, you talked about women. These men had a lot of begging to do or making up to do or
That's
something
what
back
they
in
knew
the
the
day.
woman's value.
Ah, okay.
Or they knew that a woman was worth more than just showing her butt.
After Keith Sweat, that's probably our last day woman singer, huh?
Woman crooner.
Yeah,
Hey, King just pooed it.
maybe. It
Are
wasn't me. He's down there doing a lot of moving around down there. So, Lucia.
Lucille. I didn't know he had to put the little real. He went higher than that. That was the song. I mean, like I said, too, all the instruments, he played the piano.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, we got real artists back then. That's how I feel like.
Now it's just sampling stuff.
Right, now
They're
it's just
sampling
like-
the artists from back in the day.
Put a little thing on the keyboard, and then like, okay, go.
Mm-hmm.
I got this generated beat that I've been working on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come up with something original for me, please, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the last one of one of Little Richard's hits was Good Golly Miss Molly.
Good golly, Miss Molly. I don't know how it go right now. I know it probably when I hear it, but I'll
Good
never.
Golly Miss Molly. And of course, he was singing about a woman.
I'm going to go back and watch the Little Richard story again.
Yeah, and they're supposed to be actually coming out with a new Little Richard story, I think, or
Oh.
a documentary or something, because I saw one where they was
Tried to who played him last time.
they was talking about like he just looks so unrecognizable as he got older. Like you wouldn't even think that was Little Richard.
Well, I mean, like you said, he was wearing makeup and eyeliner and all that stuff back in the day. You didn't recognize him anyway. And I'm pretty sure he's not having his hair permed out like he did when he,
it was
you
like
know?
fade. Yeah, like a fade, a little cut haircut.
I mean, does he still kind of dress kind of?
A little. I think he's passed away.
Mm.
I think Little Richard's passed.
Yeah, he did. But that's right. Let me stop being funny.
But yeah. Those were some of the great pioneers of the 50s. Like we said, though, there's so many more. That was just a small handful. But as I started to research, I was like, you know,
You'll be doing this all day.
You know, I was like, I'll be here forever and trying to remember these songs and stuff.
Yeah, because you didn't give us one female artist.
I didn't, did I? Well, when I kind of did some
continuation.
research, it was like most of the men dominated, I guess you could say.
America, I had men singing in high pitches back then.
Yeah. Yeah, I say a lot of the bebop groups, they had that one cat that could...
No, because some of them songs I thought were women. I was like, that was a man?
Like The Lonely Girl. That song be sounding like it was a man. Or that one that, and this is kind of not in the 50s, but talking about what you said. That one song where you don't know, and he's like, I'm a man now. And he sounds like a woman. And I think that's that, you passed up your chance. And he still sounds like a girl.
Oh, the brother.
But then he's like, I'm a man. It's the song that's like, throw some D's on it.
King.
Yes. But there were guys out there that could really hit that soprano note. Like,
Bad.
like those are what we want to see. Oh.
Why can't you be like your brother, your sister, and be good? That's what he looking like. I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care.
Oh, I do kind of have some dates, I guess. On the back, I did.
Oh, you got your little cheat sheet.
Tutti Frutti was like 1957. Oh, this is just some other songs. Elvis Presley had Don't Be Cruel. You remember that? Don't be cruel to a heart that's true.
Yeah.
Why you acting like you read my story? You can't read nothing over here.
I'm trying to cheat
Another
off
one
the test.
was the Flamingos, and they sung I only have
Eyes for you. Yeah, I remember that.
Yes, that was the Flamingos, though. I didn't know who the Flamingos was, but they had a group of Flamingos. Then also the Penguins had a group. You know what the Penguins say? Earth Angel, Earth Angel.
Ah, that's that slow dance from what you call it. What's that? Dirty Dancing hat. They played that in there. Sweet Angel.
Or maybe Karate Kid or something.
Ah, yeah.
Maybe. I don't
That
know.
might have been before he poured the water in the shower. Yeah, I don't know.
I can't remember.
That probably been
Back
a couple
to the
movies.
Future.
This wasn't them movies. It definitely was in there.
But yes, the Penguins and the Flamingos, if you don't know.
Nah, you know what Earth Angel was from?
Yeah.
Back to the Future.
Oh, it was Back to the Future?
Mm-hmm.
I just remember it was a slow song, like you said, where people was always dance. That was one of the Get Close songs.
That was right before Michael J. Fox took the stage and tamed it up.
And then one just to go off of was by the Coasters, which is something I tell you to do every Monday. Take out
the papers and the trash! Cause you won't
get no spending
cash. Yeah. But that just reminded me of twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger there. Don't talk back.
Yakety yak.
Don't talk back.
Hey, and on that note, that concludes
Hey, there you go.
Segment.
Right, guys. And once again, you know, we did a whole week of the 80s. We did the 50s, pretty much a few videos. Who knows what we're going to do next, but hopefully you guys like these themes. We still got some more 50 stuff on there, don't we?
This was just music, so we'll
we're gonna have another
like
couple.
We did before. We'll do
movies, until I change the background. How about that?
Music,
and then I'll change it to something else, and then we'll go with that.
Whoa!
All right, so King is like saying that he's done. He's done smelling the sausage and the potatoes
Right.
and the onions and the peppers. You see, he keep bumping the camera. So look, guys, we're about to get up out of here. But before we do, I need you to do something for me.
What's that, Earth Angel?
I'm gonna need you to give this video a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment below, baby. And don't forget to share it out. Share it out. If you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell. Look, guys, we woke up today. We are blessed. We have another chance to go out there and give it our best. Go out and help someone else become a better person and be the blessing that the world needs.
And if you can't love yourself, how in the hell are you going to love somebody else? Because it starts with you. No cap. Don't forget that.
Make sure y'all check out that new link to the Shop 5 store so you can get you a nice beer mug or a coffee mug and help support these mukbangs. They're not cheap.
I'll have one, so you go get one.
They're not cheap, these mukbangs. But
this one was actually cheap.
But the mugs and the glasses are cheap, so definitely get you some and support the channel. I'm Big Belly Bob.
I'm Michelle.
That's Crybaby O King.
Right, that's King. Bye, guys.
Peace.